to expect. As of this morning, it's a very similar setup to the last couple of days where we're starting on a nicer note. There's a couple clouds off into the distance on this Pueblo camera, and really the visibility of this camera has really improved over the last couple of weeks. We've had this situated towards the Aspen Acres fire, and with the increase of moisture that's helped the smoke that we've seen off into the distance. It's 65 degrees on the Discount Motors camera. In Monument, there is some clouds off into the distance as well. Still a nice morning. We're into the upper 50s, and you're seeing some moisture here on the satellite and radar in the way of some clouds off to the eastern plains and a couple sprinkles into the San Luis Valley and some of the western edges of Colorado. But that's all in due part of the moisture coming in here from the North American monsoon. So we get that southerly wind direction funneling around to high pressure in a clockwise flow, and that keeps things very moist in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. And at the surface, we have a lot of moisture to work with as well. This is the dew point cast. When you're working with some 50-degree dew points, even some 60s, that's sufficient water for us to get some of those rain showers to work with. And so that's why we're dropping so much water at once and why we have a flash flood watch that's in place for our Wednesday. This is for most places along the interstate, adjacent counties east and west, extending towards the eastern plains with the exception of the southeastern corner of the state. Just because you're not included in that does not mean you're not going to see some heavier rain, but these are going to be the main hot spots that the models have been picking up on. So the timeline for today, we're going to see mainly a quiet start to the first half of the day. We get to lunchtime, and then that's when we'll start to introduce those showers and storms in the higher terrain first, and then they'll start to track towards the east. And so that's why you're seeing the values increase by the time we get to the commute time home, maybe dinner time, and even beyond into the night. So the stormcast, what to expect? Going to see a quiet start here, not much to see. And then just like the timeline indicated, as we get past the lunchtime hour, that's when we'll start to infiltrate some showers and storms in here. It'll be pretty intermittent fashion as we get just after lunchtime and then ramp up into the early afternoon and then continuation of it into the later parts of the day. Along I-25 in adjacent counties, the main timeline is going to occur in the afternoon. Then we'll turn our attention towards the eastern plains, and you're noticing here along and north of Highway 50, seeing a lot of those showers and storms come together later on into the evening hours. And so this is a very similar setup that we saw yesterday. So things are looking merely the same. Could see some heavier rain, some small hail embedded into some of those thunderstorms, and some wind. High temperature perspective, really not the major headline. 88 in Colorado Springs, 94 in Pueblo, very manageable heat, close to the seasonable norms for this time of year, and these likely occur right after lunchtime and then fall the rest of the day. So it's not going to be one of those days where it's exuberantly hot outside, and especially with showers and storms in here, that makes the feel of the forecast feel a little bit nicer. 7-day forecast, we start to turn a little bit drier, a little bit less active going into Thursday and Friday. There will still be a couple shower and storm chances around the region, but in a widespread fashion, not so much. As we go into Saturday and Sunday, it's actually going to shape up to be a drier weekend, and we'll bump up the temperatures, and it will feel much hotter from that standpoint. Even into the top of next week, we'll still be in this drier pattern. There's still a couple indications of some showers and storms, just not quite as much as what we'll have here into the short term. Colorado Springs, that's the same thing here in terms of the overarching pattern. We have a heavy day of some rain for our Wednesday, and then it's all downhill as we go into the rest of the week, where we start to dry up and warm up going into the back half of the weekend. The extended forecast looking 10 days out from now, we're starting to enter a pattern where it's not quite as active, but we'll still have a couple of days with some afternoon showers and storms that we'll pinpoint on the day of to get the specific details of that. Alrighty, that's a check at your forecast update for this Wednesday.